Okay, let's just all agree, this thing is a real looker. I bet a lot of content creators or streamers out there would love to have a microphone like this for just 60 bucks. Kind of brag with their setup videos like, oh, look at this professional streaming setup I have. Oh yes, it's very fancy and stuff because I have a microphone. It just looks like the Shure SM7B. Yeah, it sure was expensive, yes. I bet a lot of people would love to have a similar look to the Shure SM7B, but of course this isn't a Shure SM7B, so let's just discuss it, what it all has and features and whatever. So first off, this microphone is fully built out of plastic. Usually Fifine microphones is fully built of metal, but this one isn't. But I can't say it's really a bad thing because it still feels really sturdy, and I think, I mean, what you're gonna do with a microphone? You're gonna kick it around like a football? I don't think so. So this is all fine, and it doesn't creak, it doesn't flex or whatever. It's really solid, so I'm happy with it. Further on the top of the microphone, you can actually see a touch sensitive mute button, and if you flip to the front of the microphone, you can actually see you have a touch sensitive RGB color button, and you also have microphone gain and a knob for your headphone volume. And if you look at the bottom of the microphone, you can actually see we have a XLR output, a USB-C output, and a headphone input, and it's all nice to have, and I appreciate that for just a microphone of 60 bucks. That's pretty awesome. And also on top of the microphone, you of course have your foam cap, which you can also remove, which I like. So all your years of spitting on this microphone or puking or whatever the heck you do with your microphone, you can just remove the cap and clean it and just put it back on again. And that's a nice touch. And if you have the foam cap removed, you can actually see the capsule inside behind a metal grill. And you can actually see the capsule is really close to the grill, so if you're gonna be up close and personal with the microphone, it might clip out very easily or get a lot of plosives inside. And one thing I do have to mention is if you're gonna use this microphone with the XLR cable, you cannot actually see the RGBs turning on, and you cannot use the mute button on top of the microphone. Those are simply deactivated. If you're gonna try plugging in an additional cable, so if you're gonna plug in the USB-C cable in as well, the RGBs will shine just fine, but the mute button still doesn't work if you're gonna record through your XLR cable. So that's one thing you have to keep in mind. These functions are more suitable for USB-C mode than XLR mode. And if you want to use this microphone on a boom arm, you can actually do so. So if you remove the base plate from your stand, you can actually see there's like two threads within the stand itself. So you have your 5 to 8 inch thread and your 3 to 8 inch thread, but I must say the 5 to 8 inch thread is just way too far in the back, which doesn't make it really easy to mount it on my boom arm. For this, I wish they included like a little adapter so you have more flexibility in turning this microphone on your boom arm. But right now we don't have it included, and it's just a bummer. This is pretty much the voice recording on the Fifine AM8 without any post editing or whatever. This is pretty much you plugging in this cable, plugging in this microphone into your computer and using it as it is. So this is pretty much straight out of the box, and I think it already sounds pretty impressive for a 60 euro microphone, and it even has cool looks. So you get cool looks and good sounding microphone for just 60 bucks. But of course we can even step it up a notch, and that's by using the XLR cable in our audio interface to fully unlock the potential of this microphone. But that will happen later in this video. So if you want to skip to that, I mean, there's a time on the screen, go there and then check that out. But first off, let's check the plosives on this microphone. So Peter Packer, Pucker, Picker, Pucker, Picker, Pucker, Perk. I have no clue, but the P's usually sound more pronounced. All the breathing and the air just flowing in makes it sometimes not bearable to actually listen to. But actually this microphone pretty much cancels it out pretty good. So further, we of course are going to check how much noise it cancels out from the side and the back. So let's check that out. So this is pretty much in the front of the microphone, pretty much me talking in the side of the microphone, me talking in the back of the microphone. This is me talking on the other side of the microphone, and this is me talking in the front of the microphone again. Honestly, I think it does a pretty decent job at canceling it out. Of course, it ain't gonna cancel out all the noises around you, but it's at least better than a regular condenser microphone, because this is of course a dynamic microphone. So the best way to talk in a microphone like this is straight in the front and not from the sides like some other microphones. And this is the voice recording through the audio interface with the XLR cable. And right now I got these settings set up in the Go XLR app. So first off, you can actually see I have my mic gain set to 58 decibels and I have adjusted the gate threshold to -50 decibels. And the equalizer is set to these settings and I did a slight compressor on top of it. And this is pretty much how I sound like now. Honestly, I think it sounds a little bit better than the stock sound of the USB-C cable. So yeah, I can really recommend a XLR interface with this microphone, but still on its own, the USB option is already pretty solid, if I'm really honest. But yeah, that's pretty much the quality of the microphone. I really like it. It's awesome. But of course, what does Sander think of this microphone? And I must say, I'm pleasantly surprised about this thing. First off, the build quality is solid. Even though it's still a plastic build, this thing feels really solid. Second off, it looks really good. And third off, it also sounds pretty good. On USB mode, this thing also sounds pretty damn good. Not the fullest I would like it to be, but that's of course where XLR comes in play. And then you can just adjust the microphone to however you would like it. It's still not, of course, as full as maybe like €180 microphones, but still for a third of this price, this thing performs really well. And that's why I can really recommend this microphone to you guys. And that's pretty much it. Thanks everybody for watching this video. If you liked the video, of course, thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.